Welcome into the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. From Big Spring to Amarillo, Burke Burnett to Midland, Carthage to Lamesa, Stanton to Mineola, and many points in between. We celebrate the remarkable achievements of female high school athletes based on performances on and off the field and courts. From Class 6A to private schools, it's the Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Time now for the busiest girl on the planet, the one and only, the incomparable Maddie McAfee of Beckville High School. She's our Class 2A Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Well, Maddie, I can't think of anybody that exemplifies this prestigious honor more than you. I mean, you are unbelievable in the classroom, on the field, off the courts. You do it all. What does it mean to you to win something like this?
This means a lot to me. I'm very honored. I feel like I'm very blessed. I've got a great community. I've got so many good supporters, from just my friends to family, who've just gotten me here and worked so hard to just get me places, take me to extra practices, take me to club ball tournaments, just everything that I do. They've just helped me so much. So I feel very blessed, and I'm proud of myself.
Well, there is so much to talk about with you. So many sports. We start with volleyball. You were on that 2021 state championship team. You were the youngest kid on that team. They called you the runt of the litter. What was all that about?
Definitely. So I was one of the youngest, and the rest of them were older. And I had played on a club ball team the year before with them. And you get on there, and you're pretty scared, like, oh, these are older girls. Like, I've never played with them, but they were very welcoming. And Kinsley Rivers was our captain, and she was a great captain, a great leader. She was always very encouraging and upbeat. And I feel like I took a lot of that in, and I always dreamed to be that kind of leader. So I think that took part in a lot of my volleyball success, was just being on that team with those girls and looking up to them. And it was a great experience. Everybody wants to go to state, and it was super, super fun. I really had a good time.
And it's really wild, too. Then you turned into that leader that you aspired to be. You were the captain of the team this year, and a team that really overachieved. People thought it was a rebuilding year, but it wasn't.
Yes, sir. I think a lot of people, even every one of us in the locker room, had a little bit of doubt at the beginning, just because it's a whole new team. We're playing different places. I know even myself, I didn't want to go in it thinking I'm the one who knows everything, because I'd never played back row. So I knew that I was there learning along with them, and we were all younger. So I think it was really fun, and I'm just super proud of them. We had freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and another senior, and we really just took part and did the same thing we did last year, and we worked so hard, and I'm just so proud of us.
How much did you enjoy the whole leadership role? Because I get the sense you are kind of born to be a leader.
Well, I really did enjoy it. I think I was nervous at first, because I kind of had the sense, I was like, I don't want to tell them what to do, but I do. I had a lot stored up from the last few years with those leaders that I had. And I knew, like, I took a lot of that in and I saved it. And I was like, I've got to be like that. I've got to be encouraging. I've got to be upbeat and stay positive, because that's what Kinsley did. And that's what helped me when I was younger. So I wanted to just give those younger girls the same impact that I had.
And how about continuing that legacy? A little pressure on that to win yet another district championship, 11 in a row, and do that under head coach Andy Poteet.
Yes, sir. I think a lot of people came in thinking, I know, like, even a lot of the people in the town were like, are we going to win district? Like, we've done this for so many years in a row. But we made sure that we had extra practices. We kind of got together, and it was all a big mindset thing for us. We all had the willpower and the want to. And it may have taken us a little bit just at the beginning of the early season. We may have had some rocky games or just some things that we had to work on, but we pushed through everything and we fought. And I was very, very proud of us, because we had some tough competitors this year, but we really worked hard to get that district title again.
And I know you've had a lot of great coaches along the way in all the sports that you play that have been a big influence. You talked about Kinsley, who's a two-time champion, I think the only two-time champion from your school, and her mother, Paige Bussey, who has been very inspirational to you. Talk about that relationship you have with that family.
Yes, Paige has been my club ball coach when I started high school, and she essentially saw the potential in me to be a hitter. At first, I came in as a setter, and I mean, nobody really knows much about that, but she took me and she saw my potential, and she let me play with those older girls. She gave me that chance, and I think that's what I saw with those younger girls, was the potential this year that we had. just how they took me under their wing. They taught me what they knew. They come in every week for an extra practice. Like I've gone the last few weeks just for club practices. And it's like, it's great to have that kind of support from them. And even Kinsley and even the other teammates. It's nice to be playing and see them up in the stands like, hey, they came to watch me. I used to play with them. So I really do appreciate them.
Well, you're definitely a world-class athlete, and we see that in other sports as well, like golf. You're one of two girls since the 1990s that's been able to represent for your school going to state. Talk about that whole process, how what a great experience that was.
Yes, sir. I really kind of played golf on and on, off and on when I was little, just because like my grandparents lived on a golf course. But when I was in high school, I just decided that, yeah, I'm going to play this. I'm going to try to pick this up. So it took me about 2 years to really get in the groove of it. But last year, I decided to kind of crack down and just try to do as best as I could. And I won district. And then once we went to regionals, the first day, I was like, hey, I think I got a shot at this. So I was trying to be as competitive as I could and play with everybody else. And I knew the year before how it felt to be in that playoff with that girl from Crawford, to be on the state, to get and go play state. So I was really excited to get that chance again. And I knew that I had it, and I did win a spot this year. And state was so much fun. It was such an experience, and it kind of gave me that willpower to do it again. I really want to work towards that because it was so fun.
I know your dad's been a big part of coaching you in golf as well. You talked about your grandparents. He grew up on a golf course with them. He played golf in college at Centenary and Stephen F. Austin. So the question is, at what age did you pass him and were able to beat him on the golf course? And how much has he meant to you just teaching you the game of golf?
My dad means a lot to me. I will say, to this day, I have not been able to beat him in all 9 holes. I can catch him. I can catch him for a little bit, but we haven't gotten to there yet. Sometimes I don't like playing with him because he's a lot better than me. But I enjoy him, and then my grandpa, which is his dad, really takes me under his wing, and he really just shows me everything that I know. All of my practices after school, he's available. He'll meet me at the course. He'll drive from Longview just to come see me for just even 20 minutes just to help me swing. And I really appreciate that. And him and my grandma are my golf supporters. So I really enjoyed seeing them there, and then having my dad, just that side of the family. It's super fun. And I know that they're proud of me, and I'm just glad that I have them just so they can help me and kind of coach me. And they're my family.
You're also a 3-time All-American cheerleader. Pretty high level stuff there. People don't realize how much you have to work at that to be able to achieve that, and try not to get injured for your other sports, right?
Yes, sir. I think this year I took a break from cheer just because I was kind of focused on CNA and college life and just trying to figure out scholarships and stuff like that and focus on school. But I did really enjoy it. I thought it was super fun. It just kind of gets you involved with more things. You get to go to the football games. And it was just a fun time for me. And I loved All American. I loved the cheer camps. It's fun to just get that competitive spirit in there, even like UIL. Just individually, it was fun.
There's nothing like the Friday night lights and performing underneath them, no doubt, huh?
No, sir. It's one of a kind.
Well, I know since we're talking cheerleading, you have a lot of cheerleaders in your family. It's an enormous family, and they come from all over the place to watch you play. How much do you cherish that your family is so supportive and right there for you every step of the way?
I will say at every game that I'm ever at, I've got somebody in my family there to watch me, whether it's whichever sides. Like I know my dad's side's more of the golf family, and my mom's side's more of the volleyball. But I noticed this year too, since I'm a senior, they've just come to everything that they can, and I really appreciate it. And even just my mom being there as a school teacher, she's got these long hours, and she makes sure to come to every single thing that she can. All my club games, my grandparents are always there to support. It's really special to have that kind of like bond with them. Even a golf tournament early morning. Who wants to go to a rainy golf tournament? But I will look over, and they'll be right by my side cheering me on real quiet.
Well, there's no doubt you have the biggest posse in Beckville. There's no question about that. And you
I
also have
think I
another
do.
posse with your two best friends, Gracie and Riley. Quite the characters those two are. And how in the world can you be friends with a Carthage cheerleader?
Well, I think it was kind of unexpected. We became friends over the summer. We started hanging out at the lake and stuff. And I just really enjoyed being with her. And me and Riley go to school together. So we were already kind of friends. And we just all started hanging out. And I don't care where you're from. If we're going to have fun together, that's fine. And I think we just kind of had the same like things that we enjoyed. We both liked to cheer at the time. and then we like to go to the lake. She went to the beach with us. We just had a good time. We're just all a lot alike, and we just kind of meshed well together. So we've just stayed good friends. I mean, it's only 15 minutes down the road. So
I mean, we're kind of in the same part of the state, so we're all friends. There's no doubt about that.
oh yes, sir.
Well,
Yes, sir.
you were nominated for Homecoming Queen. I think it was an absolute outrage that you didn't win that. What did you think about that whole experience?
I did get homecoming queen.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I
Wow,
did.
the news said you did win. Okay. There it is right there.
I
Very
did.
impressive. You know, I was rooting for you all the way. So I was just, there's no way she didn't win that thing. Well, what was
No,
that whole experience like for you?
it was super fun, and I think it was kind of unexpected, like, I was just excited to get on there for my class, and I thought that was really special, and, I love that moment. I like to dress up, so I thought it was fun to go out there, and just to represent my class and the football team. It was really important to me, and, I really did enjoy it. It was a fun time, and I'm not cheering, so I got to walk on the field again before football, and just get that experience of the Friday Night Lights in a different dress and being representing Beckville's homecoming queen. It was really super fun, and I thank my classmates for that.
It takes a little time for the news to get to Dallas, so I appreciate the update on that, and we'll keep an eye on that as that story develops. Well, you've also played some other sports like basketball, where you played, on the varsity team. I know you didn't play this year, but what about that experience of playing basketball, and how much did you enjoy playing with the girls?
I really did enjoy playing with the girls. I know my freshman year I played, and I just loved the team that I had. The older girls were very encouraging, very just real nice to a younger kid. They really just took me under their wing, and I appreciated that. And I just had a fun time with the girls. I think that situation just made me enjoy it. So I took a break, and when I went back last year, I really did enjoy the team. Now, I really did enjoy playing. I really did, but I'm not very aggressive. So it didn't work out too good for me sometimes. But I could shoot every now and then. And when I would get a point, I would be real excited.
Yeah, well, you got the celebrations down, no doubt about that.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
I look at you and you're such a rare athlete because you play so many different sports at such a high level, and you could actually get a scholarship playing different sports. If you had to choose one sport that was your favorite, which one would it be?
Ooh. I don't
I
really I mean, I
stumped
feel
you.
like I know, I'm kinda stumped. I feel like I put more time into volleyball, and I really enjoy it, and if I had to play something, that's what it would be. Just because of the team-wise sport, I feel like golf sometimes it is a team sport if you wanna advance as a team, but sometimes it's kinda individual, and sometimes when you're not doing good, it can kinda get in your head. So I enjoy the team playing and the people of volleyball, the fans, the loudness, the exciting feeling. I think I like that better because I like to be loud and excited. Sometimes it's hard to stay quiet when I'm playing golf.
Stephen F. Austin, there's a mafia from that school in your family. I know you're going to go there. That's your next place. And you're going to get into the nursing program. Tell us what was the biggest factor in that, because we hear that you are just born to be a caregiver.
Yes, sir. My grandma, she was a nurse, and I remember when I was little, if I was sick, I would go stay with her, and she would just do everything to take care of me. And I love to hear her stories and to play with her like old stethoscopes. And it was just always something that was just kind of there for me. Or when anybody was sick, I just wanted to take care of them. And I loved babies. I loved my little brother. I was so excited to get a little brother, and I wanted to take care of people. That's what I wanted to do. And this year, when that course was offered, I was like, I think I should do this and go to the nursing home and just help with these elderly patients. And I enjoy it. I love it so much. It's like the highlight of my day. And that's just like a whole nother life outside of school. It's like I go to work in the morning and then I go to school, and it's just like I love it. It just kind of starts off my day as something that I know I'm going to be one day, and it's exciting.
I know you mentioned your little brother. You love him so much. There's a big age gap between the two of you. He's 7 years old. How are
Yes,
you
sir.
guys so close?
I think it's because I grew up with a baby doll in my hand. Like I always loved dolls, and I would beg my mom. Me and my sister, she's a year younger than me. We would beg her for a child, and she was like, "No." And then we got that surprise, and I was so excited. So I was like, "He's like my real life baby doll. Like this is what he is." So we've just been really close, and I love taking care of him. And still at the age he's at, I will still be there for anything he needs.
Well, I know you're number 3 academically at your school. You've been an active member of the FCA. You often sing with them. Can you give us a little taste of what that sounds like when you sing? Your admiring
Oh,
public wants to know.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that I have one of the best voices, but I'm not afraid to go out there and sing for the Lord. I'm blessed with that. I kind of at first you're kind of nervous, but it kind of settles you once you get up there. You can just feel the just the spirit of God. It's nice to share something with everybody because I feel like if you're a witness, then other people are going to see that, especially younger kids. Like I was impacted by Kinsley and how encouraging she was. I just try to let out a good example for the younger kids at my school. I just want to leave a good impact. And by standing up there and doing that, it's kind of like you're just witnessing to everybody and showing them that you're not afraid to show that, you're a Christian.
We hear that, some people think you're prissy, but you will get your hands dirty with the best of them, right? You can fish,
Yes, sir.
you can ski shoot, you can load up lumber, you don't mind driving a tractor. What is it about the outdoors that you like so much?
I think like kind of like golf. I like being outside. Sometimes you just need some fresh air. And I am prissy and I am girly, but I do like going down to the camp. But I think my family kind of gets me in with that. They're more outdoorsy, like my mom. And I'm not afraid to do some work for the family. I know my grandpa likes me to load some wood for him, and I don't mind being a helper. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. But I do like shopping and I do like to be prissy, but I can go both ways.
Well, Eminem, it's so fun to celebrate your greatness. Congratulations on being the Class 2A Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And thank you for this honor. I'm so honored. And I'm ready for this next step in my life. And I'm so excited.
Your Greater Texas Ford Dealers is so proud to recognize the hard work, dedication, perseverance, and passion of so many Texas high school female athletes who inspire us all. Here's this month's winners. And don't forget, you can see their interviews at Greater TX Ford for Greater Texas Ford Dealers. From Class 1A to 6A, plus private schools, we celebrate them all. Thanks so much for watching the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. See you next time.